Today I want to talk about something a little bit different, and that's reselling in your 60s. Because when you're doing something for a long time, and well, not really, 6 years, okay? But when you're doing something for a while, you also bring life experiences into this because you lived a little life, so you think about things differently, I think. That's not saying anyone's right or wrong. I'm just saying you think a little differently when you get older. So the way I resell now is very different from when I first started. And I've said this before, but today I'm putting it in my 60s. In case there are any of you that are a little older out there, you can do it, right? So the first thing is, I don't chase everything anymore. And when I say that, it's not just about trends for me anymore. When I first started selling, I felt like I had to have every one of those good brands. That kept being a letdown because everybody doesn't have the same brands, believe it or not, in their cities, states, whatever. So I don't find a lot of things that other people find. So I was always feeling really crappy, like I wasn't a good reseller, all the shit that goes through your head, that kind of stuff. And now I focus more on what I understand. And not just what I understand. I don't totally focus on trends. But if I do see certain trends, like I love being out and about because the best thing to see for Poshmark and now Depop, if I decide to do that, is what all the teens are wearing, what all the 20-year-olds are wearing, because that really helps a lot. So I really don't chase everything anymore. And it really makes my reselling calmer. Let me sit back a little bit. I feel like I'm too far forward. I'm sorry about that. The second thing, I listen to my energy, and not just energy, pain threshold, and I'll explain that. When I don't go thrifting for a while, or even when I do, but when I wasn't working out for 8 years because I just couldn't, right? Now, I do a little movement. And with that, even just getting things off of a high rack hurts. Not even getting it off, but when you're going through all of them, it hurts my shoulders. And that's going to be what happened when I go back to doing a lot of that, a lot more than I'm doing, because it just hurts sometimes. Now, as I get better and better, it won't, because I am doing more movement and getting my muscles involved. So, but I do listen to my energy. And some days I have a lot of energy, and some days not so much. Usually I could get my energy up when I get excited. So if I'm excited about things, maybe a little bit. But I think that reselling, especially in your 60s, 70s, 80s, works the best because you could go at your own pace. And I think if you're someone who has an illness, it's great because you can go at your own pace. You just got to keep yourself accountable so that you keep moving forward. I care less about comparison now, whether it's as a reseller, whether it's as a creator. It's just different now. When you're younger, it's easy to compare yourself to everyone. And, I learned, thank God, early in age that when you compare yourself to others, someone has to lose, someone's going to win. And usually you make yourself the loser, unfortunately, because that's how you think. Not you, but me. And lots of people that I know that we've talked about this. When you're younger, it's easy to compare, like I said. And as you get older, I'm not going to say it gets easier. It just, you make it easier because you realize, why am I comparing? I used to want to come in and be at the top. I'm not like that anymore. I want to be at the top, but not in 1 second. So I used to think about how many items they sold, how much money they made, because I watch videos just like you're doing right now, right? Let me know if you're watching or listening in the comments. Also, let me know how old you are and if any of this resonates with you. Over time, you realize that different things are important. And everyone's situation is different in how they are running their reselling business, or even if you're doing it as a hobby. Are you doing it as a business or a hobby? Let me know. And what platform do you sell on? I always like to know that. So now I focus on my little reselling world more. I still watch the videos, but I really do concentrate on what I can get in my area, how much of it, if it's a good thing for my area. Even though people are buying from out of state, I still have to only buy what's in my area. I can't go crazy looking for things that definitely aren't here. There are things that people have bought over and over for the last 5 years that I can't find anywhere in 5 years, 6 years, really. So for me, it's about staying curious, staying engaged, and continuing to learn. You know that if you listen to my channel. I love learning, guys. I love it. And that's something that keeps life interesting at any age. Learning and growing definitely keeps me interested. So if you're in your 50s, your 60s, your 70s, or even older, and you're wondering if reselling can still work for you, I'm going to say yes. Now, I don't know all the ins and outs of your location and how you feel and everything else, but I'm going to say if there's a will, I believe there's a way no matter what. And, if I'm saying that and some of you can't, I apologize, but I think you can. I try to do my best to think on the positive. I try my best, all right? So you have to just do it your way, and that's what makes it great. Yeah, so if you're interested in more videos like this, some educational, some funny, but always about reselling and thrifting, then hit that subscribe button. It's free for you, and you'll get to always know when my videos are coming on, and it helps me to get to more people somehow. So subscribe, like this, and please let me know in the comments about you. I'm very curious. Right now, I'm answering all of my comments, and I'd love to hear about you. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you as always. And in the beginning, I had a channel that was in real life with Marion, I believe. Yeah. And I decided I didn't want to do that anymore. I decided I really rather do a channel about being in your 60s. So I am going to attach this onto the comments below. So if you watched this video and you're in your 60s, 50s, 70s, that maybe you take a look. Today's is the most embarrassing, and I almost didn't put it on, guys, because I'm dyeing my hair through the whole thing. But I want to be real. So thank you. Appreciate you. See you on the next video. Let me know if there's anything special you'd like to hear about.